massive job, and that's why our crews have been full out working around the clock to rebuild this corridor. And as you can see, it's winter, it's less than ideal conditions.
Our tour covered 4 heavily damaged locations along the Coquihalla between Merritt and Mine Creek. The before and after photos provided by the Ministry of Transportation show just how much progress has been made on repairs. The first stop was Murray Flats, west of Merritt, where the southbound lanes were washed away for 500 meters. Bottletop Bridge was the second stop and perhaps the most dramatic. Both spans of the southbound and northbound lanes were impacted by flooding from the Coldwater River. Crews were still trying to dismantle a collapsed span of the Juliet Bridge, where the southbound span completely collapsed. And at Mine Creek, a culvert collapsed, causing a sinkhole that needs to be replaced and rebuilt.
Behind me, you'll see Site 1 at Murray Flats. There are 4 sites along this stretch of highway where the entire southbound lanes were completely wiped out by the river and the atmospheric river event.
As you can see behind me, this is the Bottleneck Bridge. That's the northbound access bridge. It is still under repair. The southbound has been buttressed and is now open.
The southbound lanes was the priority for reestablishing access during the response phase, and the reestablishment of the northbound lanes will be part of the recovery project that happens moving forward.
Our priority when we got started was to gain access to all of the sites from either end of the corridor, and we managed to do that construction access last week. And that was what really enabled the crews to get going, and for the minister to be able to announce that we anticipate the highway will be open. The priority right now is just to get the economy of the trucks moving again. What happens, even now, we're starting to work towards what the full recovery will look like, and that's making sure that our engineering designs and what we actually build as the permanent solution is built back better, and we'll make sure that we're including climate adaptation standards in those final fixes.
It's been really challenging. As you can see, the weather conditions aren't particularly favorable for construction, and so we had 2 bridge spans behind us, one in the northbound lane, one in the southbound lane. They both collapsed, so the first thing we had to do was remove those spans. Then we had to armor the river with rock. We had to remove all of the fill down to this location. Then we had to build behind me here a mechanically stabilized earth wall, and then we had to put a small concrete jump span in to jump from the wall over to the southbound lanes that you see are now accessible and open.
It's been all hands on deck as workers have gone full out to try to repair more than 20 sites damaged in washouts over a 130-kilometer stretch of the Coquihalla Highway. In spite of the progress that they've already made, you can still see trees on downed power lines and vehicles stuck in the water. But in spite of those challenges, they believe that this stretch, the southbound piece of the Coquihalla Highway, will be opened in early January to essential travel. In Merritt, Rob Gibson, Castanet News.